Hi guys, so this video is going to be on magic circles. A magic circle is a technique that allows you to stitch in round forms instead of, straight lines. So it's really helpful if you're doing something that's has a round base. So I've made a couple yarn holders or little yarn cases. I'm working on them right now, so they're not done, but so I start off with a round base because that's the approximate shape of a ball of yarn. Now, magic circles are not necessary for stitching in the round, but they're very, very helpful. So these two are completely identical from the start. They do the same thing. They're both yarn holders. They're about the same size. One of them I started with magic circle, and one of them I just use stitches to kind of try and form a circle. So this one is the one where I didn't do magic circle. And it kind of has a wonky shape to it. It's oblong down here. When I try to go up, it kind of brought it in, and then forced it to go out. So you can see it's not perfectly smooth down the side. But then this one, it's almost like a, winter hat. It's still got a little bit of a weird shape, but it's a much smoother transition from the base to the wall of the bag. It lies a little flatter when I stand it up. So again, magic circle's not always necessary, but it can make your life easier, so it's something that I always recommend you learn. So to do a magic circle, I have my ball of yarn and my hook. What you're going to do is you're not going to start off with a slip stitch or a slip knot. This is one of the few occasions where you're going to do something other than a slip knot to start your work. So what I want you to do is to pinch the end of the yarn between your middle finger and your thumb, and wrap it over your top two fingers. Wrap it around and bring it across to make an X over your fingers. Then bring the end attached to the ball between your ring finger and your pinky. So I'm going to do that again a little slower. Pinch, wrap, cross, pinch. Cross a little better. Okay, so this is approximately what it should look like. You can see I'm doing it a little differently. I'm holding my thumb to my ring finger. It's just kind of however you're comfortable. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and put it underneath the bottom line of the X. So this is where the end of the yarn is, so I'm going to put it underneath the bottom line of the X, and then hook the top line of the X, bring it through, and this is very important. I twist so my hook is facing the same direction it was. So again, once more, pinch, wrap, cross, pinch, under, hook through, and twist. Now the final step to have your magic circles to then come on this side, and you're going to hook the yarn closer to your hand, further from your fingertips. Hook that, and then bring it through the loop on your hook. And now your magic circle started, and you can take it off your fingers. You can then unwrap the tail from around the loop. It gets a little wonky there. Okay, and then this is what the magic circle, this is why it's such a useful tool. So this is my loop that I made for my magic circle. And if I pull on the end of the yarn, it will shrink or grow. So that's very helpful because you can make it big to get all the stitches you need on there, and then once you have the stitches you need to start your project, you pinch it tight, and it will make it form into a circle. So I think for this I had 5 or 6 as my starting number. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to try and crochet around the magic circle. it's pretty similar to adding a new row onto your project, but instead of going into a stitch on your chain, you're going to put your hook through the magic circle, yarn over, pull it through. Now you'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull it through both, and now you have 1 stitch on your ring. So again, put it through the magic circle, yarn over, pull it through the magic circle, yarn over, and then pull it through both. So I'm going to do a couple of stitches real quick, and then you'll get to see, I can show you how it shrinks or grows depending on what you're trying to do. So I now have 4 stitches on my magic circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the loose end of my yarn. You can kind of see the ring is shrinking, and it will just keep going, and now my stitches are in a circle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your hook through the first stitch you put on your magic circle. So again, I have 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put it through that stitch. So I put it through the first stitch I put on my circle, yarn over, and pull it through both. And now my magic circle is complete, and I can just work off of that as I would a new row. So I'll show you how to do, I'll review how to go make a new row. I'm going to insert the hook into one of the stitches. Now again, this is one of those things where it's kind of hard to see, but it's exactly as your stitches worked on your chain, except the insides of all of the stitches meet. So use one of my other hooks to show you. There's a circle right in the middle, so that's why I just put my hook through, the blue hook. And then the stitches all are surrounding that. So what you're going to do is figure out where the 2, again I'll use the blue hook, so you can see there's 2 loops, and then 1 underneath that is in the center of the circle. So I'll put my hook through that, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through both, and I've started on the next row of my magic circle. And again, you just go around the circle and do that. Now, something that it might be helpful to note is if you keep going on the magic circle, keeping each just a single stitch in each of your previous stitches, then your magic circle is going to curve upwards. So you can kind of see it's making like a domed shape, and it's coming in too quickly for what I want. So it's kind of making like a little sphere, a little ball. So what I'm going to do is I undid those stitches, and I'm going to put 2 stitches in each stitch on my magic circle. So there's 1 stitch in that first stitch I did. So I'm going to put my hook back through the same stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through both. So now for this 1 stitch from my initial row on the magic circle, there's 2 stitches in it. So that's going to double the number of stitches you have overall for your project. But that's going to show you here. It's going to help you with it laying flat, because it will expand out. So you can see this has a fairly flat bottom. So it'll help expand it out instead of having it curve upwards.